Wow, that is the perfect scoop.
Pennies make pounds and cents and pence and sounds and pence.
Mission report. Mission report for the day. Today is the 7th of the 5th. God, this is quite odd. Wake up, morning routine, finish off editing, upload and schedule the videos, make thumbnail, go to the studio, take lunch, don't buy lunch, record content from beats, think of new ways to get TikTok viewers to watch the vlogs, make a beat, show it after, work out, shoulders and arms, make lunch.
Oh, and order more clothes because all I have is jumpers and it's becoming hot.
I actually haven't got any.
Alright, pretty much got everything done on the list today. Fucking tired now, I'll tell you that. It's like 6 minutes past 12. So yeah, pretty much just made a load of content. And now I'm about to show you a beat that I made the other day. I haven't managed to make a beat today, but yeah, I'll show you how I made this. In fact, wait, no. What am I on about? Wait, I'm showing you how I made a guitar melody actually. That's what I'm doing. So I made this earlier on. I made a few really. I'll go through them. So this is the first one I made. So basically how I make this, you've probably seen it, but I'll show you again. So pretty much you just start with triad chords. And if you don't know how to make a triad chord, it's pretty much you start on a root note, and then you skip a note in the scale, you put a note down, you skip a note in the scale, and you put a note down. It's built of thirds and fifths, if you know a bit of music theory. If you don't know any music theory, then pretty much the best way to do chords, how I started out was, so to build a minor chord, your root note is 0, then you count up 1, 2, 3, that's the third, and then you count up 4, 5, 6, 7. So 0, 3, 7 is a chord cheat code basically to a minor chord, and then a major one is 0, 4, 7. So you don't count up through the scales with that method, you just count individual half steps, like the individual notes basically, or semitones. So, but yeah, anyway, once you've got that, you get the third and you invert it. There's a first inversion, I'm pretty sure. No, I was wrong. So basically a first inversion is where you take the third of the note and then bring it down an octave. If I'm putting it up an octave, it's just spreading out the voicing as far as I'm aware. That's what ChatGPT has told me. So if you put the fifth, the last note on the triad, down, then that's now the bass note. Then that's a second inversion. Okay, just have to clear that up. Then you strum them out like this. Basically, you have to do that with guitar beats because if you just do it normally, like that, you have them together, like normal chords, it sounds okay, but it's not great. So it doesn't actually sound like a proper guitar, even if you are using Ample Guitar Lite, which is a free plugin, by the way. So you have to strum them out like that. And then the best thing to do with the other notes, after you've played the chords, is to play the chord notes, because basically it just makes it sound more cohesive. So yeah, that's the guitar melody one, and that's basically just a 1, 6, 5 progression. Dead simple, but as you can see, just with this simple method, you can make loads of different variations, because this again is just in the D minor scale. So you could have done the same in the C minor scale again and made something completely different. But this is again a 1, 5, 6 progression. Just because it tends to work quite well. It's what was used in, or similar to HYB. So I've done a couple of videos on that as well. And then the next one I actually did like a piano one with this one, which I thought was pretty cool. So basically I did the guitar method, but I used the piano instead, and this is what it sounds like. So it might look confusing, but all it is, it's just the same thing I just showed you. The only difference with this one is that I actually copied the root notes up an octave a couple of times to give it more depth. And then I just had this counter melody doing this. Again, all I've just used is the chord notes pretty much, because that's how you make things sound pretty good. I'll be honest, it's the best way to do it. But again, all used by free plugins, apart from Addictive Keys on the piano one, is all just Ample Guitar Lite. I did this basically just to show, because I made a YouTube short earlier, you don't need expensive VSTs, you can literally just use whatever you have, and that is free. So, no excuses. Right, I was about to leave the studio, but I just fucking made this. Just lastly, obviously it's not done yet. I want to add a lot more atmospheric layers. I'll show it tomorrow. I think I'm coming back tomorrow, so. But